Hi guys, welcome to PitStop for Cloud. I'm AK. Today we are going to learn about what is cloud computing, how cloud makes a difference compared to traditional way of computing. Let's begin. Before we start, let's walk through with our topics. It's very important to understand how computing works before cloud. To understand that, we should know what is a data center, different computing devices in a data center, how to build and maintain a data center. Then we will move to cloud computing, different cloud providers, comparison of cloud with on-premise data center and its use cases. Alright, let's discuss about how traditional computing works. Imagine you are starting a business, like you are developing a mobile app or an e-commerce website. What all you required? You need an office space, employees, computing devices, and internet, right? Where do you develop this app? Which is in servers. Where do you store the data? That is in storage. Where all these are located, which is in a data center. Let's discuss what all include in a data center. Servers, which is distributed in racks. Storage, it's a centralized storage where you can keep all your data. Networking, to interconnect your servers, storage and all other computing devices. To handle the networking, other networking devices like switches, routers, etc. To set up all these things, it's going to take months to years to buy the servers, install your operating system, interconnect everything, and also it is going to cost you millions, right? Alright, you completed the data center setup after investing a lot of money and taking a lot of time. What is next? Is your cost is over? No. There are running costs. To run all these computing devices, you need electricity. To keep all these running properly, you need to keep the temperature before certain degree. For that, you need coolant system in your data center. If any components fails, you need to replace it. There also cost is involved. Licenses for operating system and different softwares, you need to purchase licenses, right? What if there is some issue? You need to contact your system administrator. So to maintain data center, you need different system administrators, example hardware administrators and also operating system administrators, right? What if you have an option where all these computing requirements are provided by a third-party company? Example, you don't need to purchase servers, storage or any networking equipments. In short, you don't need to build a data center. Instead of that, you can host all your computing requirements like servers, storage, database and different application in cloud providers data center and access it online. Let's define this in a better way. Cloud computing provides servers, storage, database, private network and plenty of other services online without owning a single piece of hardware or building a data center. Amazing, right? Let's see what all you can host in cloud computing. Infrastructure like servers, storage, etc. Platforms like databases and different application platforms. Or you can directly run your application in different services. Apart from these three, you can have your storage, messaging, monitoring, different communication services. All these will be placed in the cloud provider's data center you are accessing over network. Now the question is, who provides a cloud computing platform? I have listed some of the very popular cloud computing providers. In this, the first three, which is AWS, Azure and Google Cloud, are the leaders in market. Please make a note, guys, all these are public cloud providers. There are different types of cloud like public cloud, private and hybrid. We are going to discuss all these in detail in an upcoming session. What all benefits you get when you host your application in cloud? We already discussed the huge initial amount if you set up your application in a local data center. You are totally going to save that huge initial cost. You can choose different platforms and services. For example, certain application you can choose AWS, and if you want some of the application you can choose from GCP. It's a flexibility and choice is yours. Automatic updates, easy capacity management with unlimited storage. Cloud provides unlimited storage. In traditional data center, if you need some huge amount of storage on urgent basis, what will you do? You need to purchase storage box and configure it. To do this, it takes weeks or months. But in cloud, it's a matter of few clicks. Globally distributed design. If your users are located in certain geographic location, you can host your application nearby the data center of cloud, which will definitely gonna give you a better application performance. Pay as per use model. You need to pay only for the usage. We are going to discuss this model in detail in the upcoming slides, so I'm skipping this. High availability and redundancy, zero hardware maintenance cost. We already know, since we are hosting our application in cloud, we are not purchasing hardware and there is no maintenance cost as well. To understand the benefits of cloud over traditional computing, let's go through an analogy. Imagine you want to buy a car and maintain it. What are the costs involved? To buy the car, you have some initial amount. After buying, you have to pay for road tax, insurance. To run the car, you have fuel cost, and every quarter or twice in a year you need to do servicing, replacing the parts, right? What if you are going with a self-driving rent-a-car instead of buying a car? Do you have initial cost? No. Do you need to pay road tax? No. No insurance? no fuel cost, and also there is no service cost. Just like this, in cloud you don't have initial and running cost. Then for what you need to pay? You have to pay only for the usage. This is called pay as you go model. For example, if you run a server for 1 month, you have to pay only for that 1 month resource cost. If you delete that after 1 month, you don't have to pay for anything. If you use 10 GB storage in first month and 15 GB storage in the next month, you have to pay 10 GB for this month and 50 GB for next month. And if you remove some storage in the third month, you have to pay only for the left out storage. To understand this pay as you go model, we will go through another analogy. You are using electricity at your home for different home appliances, and every month you are paying for the number of units of electricity, right? You don't need to worry about the backend infrastructure or how the electricity is being distributed at your home. This is what pay as you go model. Pay only for the usage. If you use 40 units electricity in this month, and the next month if it is 35, you have to pay only for those units. Amazing, right? Let's discuss some of the major use cases of cloud. There are unlimited use cases. I have just listed few important ones. Hosting websites, hosting entire IT environment, from networking to your application, everything you can host in cloud. E-commerce platforms, large data storage, disaster recovery sites and backups, hosting mobile apps, big data and data science applications, IoT applications, and many more. Do you use cloud? Yes guys, all of you are using cloud applications on daily basis. Thanks for watching. We will see in next session.